friends, welcome to the Point. In this session, let's discuss about government to monitor OTT content. So what is this OTT content and everything? We'll have a brief discussion of this. So recently, for the first time, the government under the ambit of information technology, it is intermediary guidelines and digital media ethics code rules 2021, it has brought in detailed guidelines for digital content on both digital media and over the top platforms. So while all these rules have been framed and notified under the existing Information Technology Act, that is the IT Act, the administrative powers for the regulation of OTT and the digital news sharing platforms, it shall be under the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. So let's have the overview of this new IT rules. So this rules, it is a three-tier grievance redressal mechanism. At the first level, that is the OTT provider, here the grievance redressal system will be at the level of each OTT provider, and each complaint will have to be addressed within 15 days. Next, the second level is a self-regulatory body. So if the complaint is not satisfactorily addressed, then that complaint can scale it up to a self-regulatory body collectively established by the OTTs. For this, the composition of this self-regulatory body is, this body will be headed by a retired judge of the Supreme Court, High Court, or an independent eminent person from the field of media, broadcasting, entertainment, child rights, human rights, and other relevant fields. So what are the powers of this self-regulatory body? So this self-regulatory body also has a censoring powers in case of any incriminating content. So at the third tier, the government has equipped itself with overriding powers in the form of oversight mechanism. An interministerial committee will perform this function, and it will largely have the same powers as the collective self-regulatory body of the OTTs. So this is applicable, that the new guidelines is applicable for the place for more oneness on nearly all such companies which provide a platform to host, share, weave or modify the content, while it also includes for the first time entities which are in the business of either creating or distributing news online under the ambit of an online intermediary. Next is safe harbor provisions. So the government, it has made a social media intermediaries more liable for the content that is being shared on the platform due to the diligence, failing which the safe harbor provisions will not be applicable to them. So this safe harbor provisions, it have been defined under section 79 of the IT Act. So, and to protect the social media intermediaries by giving them immunity from legal prosecution for any content that is posted on their platforms. A grievances redressal and compliance mechanism. So social media intermediaries will also be required to have grievances redressal and compliance mechanism, appointing a grievance officer whose name and contact details will have to be shared, a resident grievance officer who shall have an office in India and will be an Indian passport holding citizen, and a chief compliance officer. So that chief compliance officer who will have to be present in India, he will be responsible for ensuring the platforms with the compliance of the IT Act and the rules that is notified. Next, a nodal contact person. So this person can be available round the clock for coordination with the law enforcement agencies, and he will also have to be appointed by social media intermediaries. Identification of the first originator of the information. So social media intermediaries, upon being asked either by the court or the government authority, they will be required to disclose the first originator of the mischievous tweet or the messages, as any case it may be. It may be a tweet or a message or a video, something, a post like that. So this platform will be liable to disclose the originator of the message only for the purpose of prevention, detection, investigation, prosecution or punishment of an offence that is related to sovereignty and integrity of India. So the security of the state, friendly relations with foreign states or public order. So next comes fair opportunity. So social media companies, it has asked their users to give a chance for explanation and a fair opportunity to be heard before removing access to their accounts. Compliance of ethics and rules. So a self-regulatory body which is headed by a retired Supreme Court or High Court judge or an independent eminent person shall also be formed, which will ensure the compliance of ethics and rules by online digital news platforms. So next, talking about the emergency provisions. So in case of emergency nature, the secretary, that is the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, may, if he is satisfied that it is necessary or expedient and justifiable, then he can give orders to block the access, and such orders it can be released without giving an opportunity of hearing to the publishing platform. So what is the background for this new act? So the government move, it comes amid a flurry of activity across geographies over the past 12 months to frame a new regulations that aimed at policing big tech, so which may force some of the world's most valuable companies to fundamentally recalibrate their business models in order to stay in line with these regulations. So implications and significance of this rules. So this implication and significance of this rules, it is necessary and it is needed to hold a social media and other companies which is accountable for the misuse and abuse. So this is all about Information Technology Rules 2021. So see you all in the next session with some other interesting topic. Thank you.